The biotech sector has experienced a decline in financing deals, IPOs, and partnerships since peaking in early 2021, and what factors have contributed to this downturn. Biotechnology is one of the most innovative and promising fields of science and medicine, with the potential to cure diseases, improve health, and create new products. However, biotech companies also face many challenges, such as high costs, long development cycles, regulatory hurdles, and market uncertainties. In 2020 and early 2021, biotech saw a wave of growth in funding, driven by the COVID-19 pandemic and the search for solutions. According to McKinsey, biotech raised more than $34 billion globally in 2020, more than doubling the 2019 total of $16 billion. Biotech also saw triple-digit growth in IPOs and double-digit growth in venture capital and deals. However, since the first quarter of 2021, biotech has experienced a slowdown in financing activity. According to PitchBook, the pace of biotech financing deals has dropped by 46% in the first quarter of 2022 compared to the same period in biotech. Consulting and research firm Baybridge Bio has also observed a decline in financings, finding that monthly venture investments in startups fell 61% between March 2021 and March. What are the factors behind this downturn? There are several possible explanations. The biotech market has become saturated with too many companies competing for limited resources and attention. According to Crunchbase, there were more than 3,100 biotech startups worldwide in 2021, up from 2,200. This means that investors have more options to choose from, but also more difficulty in identifying the best opportunities. The biotech sector has faced a bear market since mid-2021, with stock prices plummeting and many companies trading below value. This has reduced the attractiveness of IPOs and public offerings for biotech firms, as well as the willingness of investors to fund them. The biotech sector has seen a shift in investor interest from traditional therapeutics to next-generation platform technologies, such as cell therapy, gene therapy, precision medicine, machine learning, undruggable targets, and new delivery methods. These platforms have the potential to transform how drugs are discovered, targeted, and delivered, but they also require more capital, time, and expertise to develop and commercialize. The biotech sector has faced increased regulatory scrutiny and uncertainty due to the COVID-19 pandemic and its aftermath. The pandemic has accelerated the approval process for some drugs and vaccines, but it has also raised questions about the safety and efficacy of new technologies and treatments. The pandemic has also disrupted clinical trials and supply chains for biotech companies. These factors have created a challenging environment for biotech companies seeking funding and partnerships. However, they have also created opportunities for innovation and collaboration. Biotech companies that can adapt to the changing market conditions, leverage their unique strengths, and partner with other stakeholders may be able to overcome the funding crisis and continue their quest for new drug discovery. The biotech industry is facing a funding crisis that threatens to slow down the innovation pipeline for new drugs, especially for rare diseases, infectious diseases, and oncology. Biotech startups rely on venture capital and public markets to finance their research and development, but both sources have become more scarce and selective in recent years. According to data from PitchBook, the pace of biotech financing deals has slowed since peaking in early. Biotech consulting and research firm Baybridge Bio has observed a decline in financings as well, finding that monthly venture investments in startups fell 61% between March 2021 and March. The biotech IPO market has also cooled down significantly, with fewer companies going public and lower valuations than before. Some analysts attribute this downturn to the high expectations and hype that surrounded biotech during the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to a bubble that eventually burst. The biotech funding crisis poses risks to innovation because it limits the ability of startups to pursue novel and risky projects that could lead to breakthroughs in medicine. Many biotechs focus on areas of high unmet medical need, such as rare diseases, infectious diseases, and oncology, where existing treatments are often inadequate or non-existent. These areas require significant investment in research and development, clinical trials, and regulatory approval, which can take years or even decades to complete. Without sufficient funding, biotechs may have to delay or abandon their programs, reduce their staff, or sell their assets to larger companies at a discount. The biotech funding crisis also coincides with a contraction of government funding for basic research, which is essential for generating new scientific knowledge and discoveries that can fuel innovation. Over the past 5 years, the National Institutes of Health budget has remained stagnant, eroding in real terms by 13%, according to testimony to Congress earlier this year by Drew Gilpin-Faust, the president of Harvard University. This means that less money is available for grants and contracts that support academic researchers and institutions that collaborate with biotechs. The biotech industry is facing a challenging environment that could hamper its ability to deliver new drugs for patients who need them. To overcome this crisis, biotechs need to find new ways to attract and retain investors, such as by demonstrating clear value propositions, differentiating themselves from competitors, and leveraging partnerships and collaborations. They also need to advocate for more public funding and support for basic research and innovation. Biotech is a vital sector for advancing human health and well-being, and it deserves more attention and resources from both private and public sources.